So please drink this moment. Drink this moment. We'll never come back. Reminds me, when I was young, I grew up with my parents, but also two aunts. They were not real aunts, but we called them aunts. Tante, that is in Dutch. Tante Riek and Tante Jo. And Tante Jo, she would often say, just this moment, it's never gonna come back. And then she would laugh. Very sweet. And then again, just this moment, it's never gonna come back. So I want to open it up if anybody has a question around this morning's meditation or meditation in general. Please unmute yourself, and then we can talk a little bit. Or raise your hand, actually. I think Phil just put something in the chat.
Ian, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks. One sec, let me take everyone's pictures away. Oh. I've noticed that I've been getting more activated in meditation. It's like almost like things are like there's less space. Like
seems like that, huh? But there's less space.
It seems like that.
Really look right now. Perhaps there's still some of that activation.
Yeah, it's in speaking too, or in raising my hand, there's a little heart racing.
Yeah, so heart racing is here, and spaciousness of being. Is there less space?
No, I mean, just feels harder to let the content be.
It's harder to let the content be itself.
Yeah, it feels like I have to go through it to get to this space.
So play with this, yeah? So you think you need to get through it. But what if you turn it around? You are space. You are the silence of your being. You are this. Even if it's just a thought that you are that. It's not you going through it. It's it going through space. Yeah. So see what it's like to sit back a little bit, because activation has to happen. The more you sit, the more spaciousness, the more you're waking up to spaciousness, to the presence of your being. So because of that, more of activation, more of anything that's not free yet has to come to the surface, to be purified, to melt into being. Yeah. So in a way, you can call it kind of like a purification or regulation. It's busy to regulate itself, to come to coherence. So in a way, it's like what would be the best when something comes up is kind of rejoicing. Cool. That's often the last thing we do. Rejoicing. This is a mind fuck. I don't want to feel this. This feels so uncomfortable. I don't want this. I want to get rid of it. I need to work through it. We get all so contracted. We all do it. It's a human thing. But what if something arises like, cool. Wow. Because it wants to come to freedom. It just wants to be itself. It wants to shake as it wants to shake. It wants to stir as it wants to stir. And then we think like, oh shit, I'm being stirred. I don't want this. I need to get some control over it. I need to figure it out so I can rest the space again. Oh God, luckily I rest the space. Well, how long will I be able to rest the space and be at peace? Oh, here's something else, right? That we all do that till we don't. So it's kind of turning it around. You are that. You are presence. Presence, it's not even you are. Presence is all there is. Even if you don't know it yet. Love, profound, friendliness is all there is. And in this profundity of being that we are in connectedness, there's this one little knot that just wants to unknot itself. So to get it unknotted, it just needs to do its thing. Till it's like, yeah. And I understand deeply what you're speaking, like I have to work through it. And that's how it sometimes can feel. It's not always comfortable. But it's not you working through it. It's like it working through itself, coming to freedom in the process of melting in. So when things get worse, if you have relationships where more and more anger comes up, in a way, rejoice. It's coming out. Finally, what you had to suppress, it's coming out. Frustration is coming out. I'm not able to do this right. It's coming out. I don't feel safe. It's coming out. Because it wants to melt into being. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm feeling it a little bit, or getting a little taste.
Yes. Yeah. And then the breath deepens, presence deepens, it comes more and more to the forefront. Till there comes, in a way, almost what starts happening is like a coolness. Like anything that comes, it's just fine. Because the spaciousness is so profoundly I don't even know what to call it. Profound in itself. We just naturally more and more detach from our own upheavals and from anybody else's upheavals.
Yeah, you're saying that it's almost like I become more aware of this movement like forward or to press against something almost, and it's like not even knowing how to rest back.
Yeah. So let it press forward. Let it do what it does. Stay very, very present. And it's almost like sitting back into your seat. There's more breathing space. Can you feel how it sinks in a little bit?
Yeah, it's almost like I have to do it from my brain, starting from my brain.
That's fine. That's totally fine. Let the brain do that. And then in its own time, it will start descending below the brain, below the throat, into the body. Mm. So where you locate is different. You don't locate in the content. You locate as the context. Yeah? Play with that. Because it's already happening.
Thank you for the feedback.
Yes, you're welcome. Great, great sharing. Mm.